So, the St. Paul sandwich. Legend has it, it was created in St. Louis by a gentleman who moved here from St. Paul, Minneapolis. Or St. Paul, Minnesota. I'm sorry, Minnesota. From St. Paul, Minnesota. I'm Gordon. I'm Gordon. I'm Gordon. I'm going to eat it. I'm eating it. I'm Gordon, and today we're going to eat something a little different, but yet it's still kind of a St. Louis specialty. So you might be wondering, what did I get? Well, not long ago, I had one of my viewers recommend I get a St. Louis sandwich. His name is John, and he recommended that I try a St. Paul sandwich. If you've never heard of a St. Paul sandwich, well, I can understand. They're not like the most prolific thing in St. Louis, but if you do a little search about St. Paul sandwich, you're going to find out that it is a sandwich that is served in Chinese takeout places, but not all Chinese takeout places serve it though. So I did a little bit of research once he recommended that on where to get a St. Paul sandwich. And it looks like most people recommend you get it from a takeout place, say in the city or in North County. And when you look up places that have St. Paul sandwiches, I live in far west county, St. Louis. There's very few places that serve it in my area. There's a couple, and when I looked at their reviews, there was people who actually reviewed the St. Paul sandwich. They didn't get very good reviews on it. That being said, I also researched places that were in the city that some people said, oh, this is the place you got to go. The reviews were not very good either. It's primarily Chinese takeout places, and I think probably for the most part, Chinese takeout places, they get a bad rap. Now, sometimes it's well-deserved, sometimes maybe not. It's just preference upon the person ordering the food. The St. Paul sandwich. Legend has it, it was created in St. Louis by a gentleman who moved here from St. Paul, Minneapolis. Or St. Paul, Minnesota. I'm sorry, Minnesota. From St. Paul, Minnesota, and named it after his beloved hometown. And the word is his name was Stephen Yo, and he opened a Chinese restaurant and created this for, let's say, the lunch crowd, the working class guy who comes in and needs something fast. That's what legend says. If you want to know a little bit more about it, I'll leave two links in the description below. One is to the local public broadcast TV station, and then also the Wikipedia link to the St. Paul sandwich. It sounds like primarily these things are in St. Louis, and it also says you can get them in like Columbia, Missouri or Springfield, Missouri, but I never tried. I might have had one a long time ago, and I don't really remember much about it, whether I liked it or didn't like it, that kind of thing. Enough beating around the bush. Where did I go and get this St. Paul sandwich? Well, I went to a place called the St. Louis Kitchen. It's in Maplewood. Not quite all the way in the city or in North County, but does it have a little street cred? Maybe. We'll see. Outside of the St. Paul sandwich, I got two other things. I got combination fried rice and fried pot stickers. Those are the two things on the menu at a Chinese restaurant that I think are key. If they do those things right and those are good, you're probably going to be okay with the rest of the menu also. We're not going to go deep into those things. This is more about the St. Paul sandwich, but I'll definitely give you my opinion on the fried rice and the pot stickers when the time comes. So, a quick look here at the St. Paul sandwich. Basically, it is 2 pieces white bread, an egg foo young patty, some mayonnaise, and some pickles. Some places, they have lettuce on it, but this one does not have lettuce on it. It's just plain old white bread. It's not toasted or anything like that. Now myself, I get Chinese bread at the Pan Asia grocery store. I would love to see one of these made with one of those Chinese buns, but I understand I don't think these are like super, super popular and they sell like tons of them. If they did, they could probably get away with doing something like that with the better bread. I'm assuming that's why this is on white bread, makes it cheap. And, you know, if you don't sell a ton of them, a loaf of white bread is not the end of the world where, you know, if you buy these specialty buns, they might be a little bit more expensive. So this sandwich had to ride a minute in the car. The trip from where this restaurant is to my house is probably about 25, 30 minutes at the best. And so the bread got a little sticky on the bottom. Now this St. Paul sandwich is what they called, it has chicken in it. You can get it with just the egg foo young. You can get it with any of the things like you can fried rice, chicken, beef, shrimp, pork. You can get a combination of all those. I chose chicken because I don't know about you, but chicken and eggs go together really well, I think. All right, let's take a look here. It's not going to be the most beautiful sandwich, but you can see the pickles on there, the egg foo young, and the chicken. There's a pieces of chicken in there and the mayonnaise. All right, to me, it kind of looks like there is some onions maybe in there, maybe some bean sprouts. I think there's supposed to be bean sprouts in it. All right, here we go. First time, well, maybe not the first time, but first time in a long time. See if I can get some pickle and everything all at once. I'm not going to say it's the best egg sandwich I've ever had. My vague recollection of having one before, this is definitely much better than it was. But it's been so long ago. I don't know if we got what we had in it before, if we had anything at all in it. The fried egg and the mayonnaise and the pickle, I think that really, it all just really melds well together. And then the white bread kind of holds it together and gives you sort of a place to hold it, and it doesn't really add or take away anything, I don't think. So anyway, let's have another bite here. The mayonnaise and pickle really make a big difference on this. Without that, this would not be a very good sandwich, I don't think. It's really pretty good. Is this something I would want to get all the time? Maybe not, but it isn't bad at all. Now, that egg foo young patty it's fried in some oil, and you can get a little bit of taste of that. So if you don't like fried things, you might not want to eat this. Myself, I got fried pot stickers, so I like the fried things. Just another little look there. That's what he looks like. Fairly crispy on the outside. Not now because it had a 30-minute steam bath on the way here in this little foam carton. Don't be afraid to try one. Be careful where you get it from, though. The pictures of the ones I saw from close to me, they didn't look good at all. I don't know how they cooked it, but it didn't look appealing. I'm not going to name names of the places because they might have good food otherwise. And I didn't go try it myself. This one, on the other hand, looks pretty good. Tastes really good. And I wouldn't be afraid to order one of these. And especially if you want something you can eat with your hands, you don't need a silverware at a Chinese restaurant, and you get a little bit of that vibe plus the mayo and the pickles. It's pretty good. Next thing I got was combination fried rice, because I like combination fried rice, and to me that's definitely a way of kind of judging the Chinese place. If they can do this right without it being too salty or that kind of thing, then the rest of the food might not be bad. It's a little hard to show you this here, but this is the small size. You can see there's some ham and there's some chicken, bean sprouts. There might be some beef, bean sprouts, some onions. Let's have a little bite of this and see how it is here. Okay. All right, mostly that is going to be, that's mostly ham. If I can get it, it's focusing there. Yeah. I would say this is not necessarily be my favorite. Maybe after a few bites, I might come to like it a little more, but it's good because it's not been overly soy sauced or that kind of thing. You can add a little soy sauce to this still, I think, and it would still be really good. Sometimes it comes so salty that if you add anything to it, it would be like crazy salty. But I think you could add a little soy sauce to this and make it even a little better. Fried pot stickers. Again, this is kind of my thing. If they can do the fried pot stickers good, then they're a good place. The rest of the food might be good too. Take a little look at that guy. Now I will tell you, this is not my favorite style of fried pot sticker. I'm a little disappointed. I like what they call pan fried. So it's like the doughy part is steamed, and then it's steamed in a skillet or wok or whatever. And then the bottom is left to crisp up and cook, but the top of it's still like a steamed doughy part. But I like these two, but I just like the other kind better. Now, if you need a pot sticker, you got to dip it in the sauce. Kind of spicy sometimes. You got to have the sauce. All right, so a bite. Overall, it's a good pot sticker. It's not my favorite way of cooking it. Again, I like sort of the steamed doughy part with the bottom kind of crispy from sitting in a pan. But I would not turn these away. It's just a different way of cooking them. I know a lot of places that I've gone, this is how they do it. It's kind of overall, the whole thing is deep fried. As far as it is, this style, it's good. We have one more thing. My producer wanted food today, so we got her some veggie mei fun, which is, mei fun is rice noodles. I think it's a stir-fried noodle dish with, this one's just with veggies. I'll have a little bite of that, and then we'll be done here. This is the last thing. Veggie mei fun, rice noodles, kind of stir-fried with different veggies. Looks like some egg. Have a little bite. That's pretty good. I would probably get some protein in it, such as chicken, that kind of thing. But yeah, that's pretty good. So, the St. Paul sandwich. Again, legend has it started in St. Louis. The story's a little more murky than that, I think. And I'm not going to go deep diving into it. You can definitely do some research on it. Check out the Wikipedia page, PBS station video also. They have a little bit differing stories, but again, you can kind of put those two together and, you know, there you go. The St. Louis Kitchen in Maplewood, Missouri, right off of Old Manchester Road. They make a pretty good St. Paul sandwich. Their fried rice isn't too bad either. The pot stickers are pretty good. Not my favorite way of cooking them, but they're still pretty good. And the mei fun. I would try the mei fun again, and especially with like some chicken parts or something like that in it, because I like chicken parts. That's it. That's all I got. St. Paul sandwich, go get you one. And, you know, again, be careful where you go. This place was pretty good. Again, St. Louis Kitchen is the name of the place. And that's it. That's all I got. Thank you so much for watching. Tune in again real soon when I make questionable eating decisions, but you know they're going to be tasty. That's right. And go over there, look on that guy's face, subscribe to my channel, and watch more videos of me eating tasty food. Maybe very unusual St. Louis style sandwiches. Who knows? Or go watch that video over there, probably of me eating some tasty noodles or, again, a St. Louis sandwich. That's all I got. If you think I forgot something, leave me a message in the comments. Let me know. If you're a fan of the St. Paul sandwich, let me know where you like it at, where you get it at. Because it took me a while to find a place that was relatively close. Everybody seems to be opinionated on it. When I was reading, they all say, you know, this place is the best or that place is the best, that kind of thing. So let me know what's your favorite place to get a St. Paul if you've ever had one. And if you haven't, well, by gosh, you got to go try one. It's not bad. Anyway, that's it. Thanks.